Friday to you all. Thanks for joining us here on CBS 8 Plus. I'm Carrie Lane with your forecast. We have a busy day today at the weather department. We are seeing snow, rain, windy conditions, and really cold temperatures. This is Mount Laguna, and look at the snow coming down. They are expecting to get roughly up to 6 inches of snow by the time this is all said and done. Palomar Mountain could get anywhere from about 4 to 6 inches of snow. We will see this wrap up as we get into late tonight and tomorrow, and then we will see much more favorable conditions as we get into the weekend. As for our forecasted highs today along the beaches, we're only supposed to be in the mid-50s. Same for the inland valleys. Out in the mountains, upper 30s, low 40s. Even Borrego Springs at 57 degrees today. That is due to the onshore flow that is really just driving that cold air all the way out to the desert. In fact, there could be some places that actually hit a record high for cold temperatures for this time of year, so much colder than what we are typically. We do have a winter weather advisory in place for our mountains. This will expire at 11 o'clock tonight. And as you can see on your screen, Julian expecting 4 to 6 inches, Mount Laguna upwards of 6, and Palomar Mountain could get anywhere between 6 and 8 inches. Palomar Mountain already starting to see the snowfall this morning. We also do have high surf advisory in place. This will stay there until tomorrow by about lunchtime. We are expecting our waves and our surf to peak this morning, and we are expecting extreme rip currents and could see some breaking sets all the way up to 8 feet. Also a small craft advisory as well due to those winds. We could see winds anywhere from 15 to 25 knots. So going to be very breezy, very windy, especially for the mountains and deserts. Right now we're in the teens for the coastline all the way to the inland valleys. Out in the mountains about in the 20s, and Borrego Springs about 38 miles per hour. You can see it's that onshore flow pushing all that cold air out to the desert. As we get into tonight, that's when we're going to see things really kick up. In fact, from the beach all the way to the inland valleys, we're going to be in the 20s. The mountains are going to peak into the mid 30s. Borrego Springs right around the mid 40s. So very windy between the ice, the snow, the wind, dangerous conditions to be driving out in our mountains. The 8 Sunrise Highway, probably not the best bet. If you don't have to travel today in those areas, please don't. I know the kids in Julian, some of them do not have school today as a result of the snow. Tomorrow would be the more favorable day to hop in the car and maybe take the kids for a little sledding trip or to Julian to get some warm apple pie. Sunday afternoon, we'll see those winds kick up once again, and then they should start to die down as we get into Tuesday. Monday will also be pretty cool and breezy, and then we will see a difference in our temperatures as well as our weather pattern as we get into Tuesday. High pressure is going to start to build, and temperatures are going to start to get back up into the mid 70s, right where probably most of you like it this time of year. As for the rainfall forecast, 8:05 this morning, Santee getting hit pretty good right now. We have some oranges and yellows on the screen, downtown San Diego all the way down through Chula Vista and extending all the way upwards to Ramona, Del Mar. So we're going to see this continue through most of the day. 11:20, you can see a little more widespread showers, a little farther east though. Ramona getting the brunt of it, and then plenty of snow. Look at Palomar Mountain all the way down through Pine Valley. Plenty of purples there on your screen. Now with these oranges and yellows, we do have a little bit of instability with this storm, and what that means is we could see occasional pop-up thunderstorms. They will be brief if we do get any thunderstorm activity. By the time we get into the dinner hour, things are going to be mostly isolated to pushing out east a little bit. We're going to start to see things dry out. These clouds are actually going to dissipate in the overnight hours, and we are going to wake up to mostly clear skies tomorrow. This is lunchtime, and temperatures, like I said, will be up mostly into the mid 60s for most parts of the county. Once this is all said and done, here's how much rain we're expecting. Roughly 1/4 of an inch and upwards to 1/2 an inch. Along the coast, a little bit less than what our inland valleys will see. The desert not really expecting to get any of this moisture. The reason we're not seeing the rain totals we saw with the last storm is we're not tapping into that atmospheric river with this low pressure system. So that last one was a 2-pack punch. We had the atmospheric river and that low pressure system really dug into the trough. So this one not doing the same. That's going to bring us a little bit less rain because we're not seeing those widespread showers blanket all of San Diego County and kind of continue through the day. They're going to be spotty off and on. All right, let's talk about your 8-day microclimate forecast. So we just have to get through today, and maybe the next few days if you don't like the cooler temperatures. But at least today is the last of these being in the 50s. And then we climb back into the mid 60s for the weekend with a mix of sun and clouds. That pattern will continue through Monday with some breezy conditions. There's another low pressure system that's going to move in over Monday. This one doesn't look to have any really precipitation to it, any moisture. We could get a little bit out of it, mostly out in the mountains, some sprinkles here and there, but I don't know that that's even going to really come to fruition. We'll continue to monitor it, but the closer it gets, the more it looks like that's not going to happen. And the problem is that low pressure system is going to make landfall well to the north of us. So by the time it scoots down to us, it loses that energy. So once it hits land, it loses its energy and its lust and doesn't give us as much moisture. So we'll continue to monitor that. Most likely though, going to be just partly cloudy skies on Monday. As we get into Tuesday, I was just telling you, high pressure system is going to build. That's going to dominate our forecast, and we're going to see temperatures climb into the mid to upper 70s for the inland valleys, which will be beautiful. But get this, the desert expected to climb into the 90s by the mid part of next week due to that high pressure system. So a drastic change in temperatures going from 60 degrees in the desert to 90. That's like a 30-degree swing in a matter of just days. So just keep that umbrella handy pretty much till dinner time. Then you can put it away, and hopefully by the weekend you won't need that like heavy winter coat like you made today between the cold conditions as well as the wind, making it very chilly out there. Be safe out on the roads. Have a great day and a great weekend. Carlene will be back later tonight to give you an update.